Hello, so I'm just arriving at the park to do my interval session that I do with a group down here on a Tuesday morning under the close watch of Denise, who's the coach. So that's really nice because I don't have to think about what I'm going to do. It's lovely when someone else just sets the session and you just follow their instructions. So she's a really experienced marathon runner. I'll have a little chat with her down here and she can share some of her wisdom with you.
Welcome to Speedy Gobs. I hope everybody who's been missing during the summer has been training hard and have had a really good summer if you've been away and had a nice break. So welcome back.
Katie's here now. Yay, so we're doing, she's just said, 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off. So it's roughly a 400, but there isn't a measured track, so we just run to time instead. Everyone's going to do at least 8. I'm going to think about doing 10. She's saying 12. I'm not doing 12.
Oh, I'm not doing 12. I'm saying you're doing
12. Right, we'll dump our stuff here by the llamas. I'm chucking it down now, which wasn't forecast. So I'm trying to jog the recovery. We look like drowned rats now because we've just been running in the rain. This is my friend Denise, who is a very experienced marathon runner. How many marathons have you run, Denise?
About 6 now.
Yeah, and how many times have you done London?
4.
4. Oh, so you're on the same as me?
Yeah, 4.
This will be my 5th marathon at London. Yeah, I thought you'd been to London more times than that. But
4 Londons, Manchester, Nottingham, Saudi Arabia. I think that's it.
Yeah, very good. Which one was your fastest one?
London when I was 35 years old.
And tell them how fast you did London when you were 30.
3 hours and 2 minutes. I didn't quite get under 3 hours.
Oh, it's near enough for me, is
and
that?
I did it to celebrate my 35th birthday.
Fantastic, fantastic. So Denise is going to give us her top 3. Are these your marathon training tips or your marathon running for the race? Both. So just top 3 marathon tips. Okay, hit us with them, Denise. Right. What's number 1? See you.
The number 1 marathon tip is planning. Find yourself a realistic schedule. Set yourself weekly goals to work towards. Maybe it might be a long run, it might be to improve your intervals, it might be to try a little bit of marathon pace in the middle of your long run.
Yeah.
But always make sure your goals are realistic so you come away feeling you've achieved something.
That sounds very sensible. So each week you can kind of have a new focus that you're thinking of. Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Second tip is probably a bit controversial. Don't be a slave to your schedule. Unexpected things can happen. Things like COVID, you might get a heavy cold, you might pick up an injury. And where people go wrong is they panic.
Yeah.
They get over that injury and then they're trying to make up for it. So the next week they'll double the mileage when really they're still coming back from injury or illness. And before you know it, you've set your injury off again. Your immune system is absolutely shot because you've overdone it, coming back from being ill.
That's
so again,
true.
Don't be a slave to your schedule.
Yeah, it's really hard, isn't it? Because you do panic. If you've written something down and that's what you've said you're going to do, I know I've done that in the past. This year I've been much more fluid about it. I've gone really on feel. I've thought, if I feel good, I'll go out and do a long run. If I'm not feeling great, then perhaps I won't go as far as I've intended. Yeah. But you're right, if you've set it in stone and then you don't do it, it can cause you a lot of anxiety, can't it? But
so, just don't be a slave to it, allow for things to go wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of a 12-week schedule, I always like 14 weeks because I factor in somewhere along the schedule, something might go wrong, and then you've got that 2 weeks to play with.
Okay, tip number 3 from Denise, the final one, is
plan ahead for the big day.
Right.
It's not rocket science, it's just getting things in your head before the big day. So you should be testing out the shoes that you're going to be wearing. So many people buy a new pair of shoes for race day and end up with blisters.
Yeah.
A pair of shoes that might be absolutely fine over a 5k run Once you get over 15, 16 mile, they can start rubbing, you can start getting blisters.
Your feet swell up a little bit,
you can start getting that burning sensation.
Yeah.
So sometimes it takes me about 3 attempts to actually find the shoes that I'm going to run my marathon in. They've got to be able to get you around 26 miles.
Yes.
Also your kit, something people forget about. A sports bra can start rubbing. The clasps at the back, you might want to go for a crop top so you don't get anything that normally you wear for 5k is completely different over the marathon. If you've got a charity vest, make sure you wash it, try soften it up a little bit.
I'll tell you where I've got rubbed before, from
under the arms,
under the armpit, and it kills, doesn't it? Where it just obviously that action for 26 miles is enough to rub it with the skin, isn't it?
Here you are in your lovely new charity vest, but you could end up being really uncomfortable in it. Again, your shorts. I've sort of noticed if I put a bit of weight on, shorts that used to be comfortable start chafing. So again, always make sure you put your Vaseline on.
Nothing worse than a chafed thigh.
No, and under your crop top, sometimes I've ended up with a really sore.
Right there. And if you wear a heart rate monitor as well, that trapped under you, that can start rubbing. It can.
So just silly things like making sure your shoes are comfortable, making sure your race kit is comfortable, and the most important thing is your diet the week before. Don't just think the day before to eat more carbs. You should start to be thinking about it probably 7 days to go. Each meal time, just add in a few more carbs, like an extra bread roll, some pasta, some chips, all the things you normally avoid. Just start adding them in day by day. Drinking extra water. There's no point the day before
you want it
drinking too much water.
No, exactly. It wants to be the whole body hydrated a week out.
Start it the week before. Just, always make sure you've got a glass of water next to you if you're on the computer or you're watching TV. Just keep topping up the water. And sleep. There's no point having an early night the night before the marathon. That sleep doesn't actually make any difference. So if you're laid awake all night worrying like I do, it doesn't have any impact on your race. It's the sleep the week before. So try snatch maybe an extra 30 minutes every night if you can.
Put it all in the bank.
And then if you do have a sleepless night the night before, you're okay.
Fabulous.
And I think that's it.
Well, I think they are fantastic words of wisdom. I do. I think all of it is really sensible advice.
It's just everyday advice.
It is. None of it's difficult to do, but you just need to think about those things, don't you?
And enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much, Denise.
All right, bye.
I'm out on my second walk of today. It hasn't been a very conventional training day at all. So I ran Monday, ran Tuesday, and had a sports massage Tuesday afternoon. And basically my right Achilles is pretty much in tatters, which is what I thought I knew. I was like, oh, it's so sore. And then when she was massaging it, she said, oh yeah, it's all lumpy bumpy and not great, and that the massage wasn't going to cure it. It would just loosen up the muscles around it. So I've kind of reevaluated these last 2 weeks and thought there's no point now trying to squeeze any more long runs in. It's probably just a case of damage limitation, and just make sure I get there feeling fresh and as rested, and hopefully with my Achilles a little bit better than it is right now. So today I decided to go to the gym. I went for a walk this morning, went to the gym, did 25 minutes on the elliptical trainer, 20 minutes on the treadmill, just on a rolling hill setting, and then another 15 minutes on the elliptical trainer to finish off. So not too much impact, and actually felt fine. Had my race trainers on, which felt comfortable, so that was good. So yeah, just enjoying this nice evening, and just getting a few more easy miles in on my feet. Nothing that's going to make any difference, but it's just nice to be outdoors on an evening like this. Beautiful. That's it for this week's video, just on my way home from Ilkley Triathlon, where I've been supporting, which has been really good. Great to see so many smiling faces on the finish line. Let's hope that's me in 2 weeks' time. As always, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, and if you'd like to be notified when I upload another video, then please just press the little bell notification button. Okay, see you next time. Bye.